Gonna say something controversial.
I actually do have something to say. What guys?
Good
I
afternoon,
genuinely don't
gamers.
know what happened with the situation, so I
Oh,
want to know if there's like any bump of it, and if anybody in chat knows what the fuck happened to Onision.
Huh?
he essentially got like a lot of flack because apparently he's been grooming children.
Oh, that's not a
Oh,
surprise.
Yeah,
Um,
oh, that's not good.
yeah.
Oh no,
That's why like fucking what's his name? Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah, Chris motherfucking
Yeah.
Oh,
Hansen showed up to his door, and then Onision like cried like a little bitch in his house, and then called the police. And then the police showed up, and they're
I
like,
saw that there was
they were
like a
like,
breakdown video, but I didn't
yeah,
watch it. I didn't want to feel sad.
no, it's him just yelling and screaming because he's not making any money. He's gonna be homeless soon because nobody wants to support him anymore. And everybody's doing
Mm.
everything in their power to get him banned on every platform, such as Patreon, YouTube, and Twitch. He's currently banned on both Patreon and Twitch. YouTube still has him up, but I see that it's just a matter of time. He refuses to leave his house. He has everybody delivering food to him.
That's not good.
fucking chimp.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser, honestly. He does look fucked up because he's like mentally unstable now. He has been for like the past month. Like this has been going on for a while, and so it's
The
like
only thing that I remember Onision doing that was like of note at all was many moons ago, back in like the golden ages of YouTube and the golden age of the internet. You guys remember I'm a Banana?
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. That was the one thing that I remember would be like, oh, that video was made by that guy. What's he doing now? Oh, he's grooming children. I'm gonna step off the internet for the week.
Which is really funny that you bring that up because another internet historical event. You guys remember that fucking video of that like really weird blonde girl who's like, oh, going through my inbox and it's like, oh hey, UPKPMKXX says I want to fuck you in the ass right now. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, never mind. I just found out you're a girl. Remember that video? She's now uploading
yeah.
again. She's like actually
Oh,
uploading.
again?
Yeah. She's like actually
What does she
making
do?
real.
Is she doing does she do gameplay stuff?
No, she just does like sketch comedy videos, which is
Oh.
really cool because like she used to just be a vlogger and then she's just dropped YouTube for 7 years. There's a 7 year gap of not doing anything, and then she came back like literally like I think September, and she's just making videos just casually. She already has like 7 videos up.
Nice.
The
That's
hell?
cool.
That's nice.
Another video that I wanted to bring up. Guys, what's Fred doing?
Don't ask.
Fucking,
I don't wanna know.
do not care.
That's a don't ask, don't tell situation.
I know that he sold his channel to like some fucking company, and they're making like garbage children's videos on it, and they're ringing it for all the money that it's probably worth. But
It's
then
worth
he did a couple
money.
movies. I remember where John Cena was his dad.
Genuinely, it's worth money. I'm not trying to be
I
like
mean, it
a
was-
dick here.
It was the first YouTube channel to ever reach 1 million subs. I feel like that's worth something to some company.
But it wasn't necessarily like rememberable content. The only reason people still remember it is like, hey, remember how annoying this was? It wasn't
Remember
like,
iCarly.
oh my god.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day when Fred was cool and I was a stupid fucking child, and I watched iCarly unironically, that was probably one of the funniest crossovers I've ever seen. Because it's like, oh man, the weird YouTube channel is now on TV. That's pretty cool. And then I watched it and it was like, oh, that was neat. And then like a month later, I'm like, why the fuck was I watching this?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't watch the Fred movie, but like, give it like a year after that, he
Oh.
kind of just tanked. He just was like irrelevant because like he just got too annoying.
When
I
John
don't know what
Cena's your
happened.
dad, you can't live up to the hype.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
annoying orange on
It was all
Cartoon
down
Network
here.
featuring Tobuscus.
I
right.
drink to forget that
Ken.
exists.
Ken. I remember watching the original Annoying Orange, and this was my freshman year of high school. I think I watched that video. Holy shit, that was a long ass time ago. Do you guys remember Toby Games? When Tobuscus was actually funny?
Yeah, like I still
And not a rapist.
Is it true though? Is it true though? Like genuinely, I'm not trying to start controversy.
I wasn't gonna
like,
bring that up.
Because everybody,
bring that up.
there's such a huge divide where people are like, oh yeah, it's confirmed, and people are like, where's the proof? There's no proof. But it was so bad, so much controversy. The guy just left, and people were like saying that oh yeah, he left, therefore that confirms that it was true. And
I
I'm
have
like,
no clue, but I never liked him, so. You know.
I thought he was kind of cringy, but like at the same time, he had a couple of good moments.
Yeah, he definitely made some pretty noteworthy stuff. I will always remember his... What were they called? The literal trailers?
The literal trailers are like the gems that he makes. Everything else is kind of garbage.
Also, straight
No,
up.
yeah.
No,
I mean, the Happy Wheels days were pretty good.
What
Wait,
did you say,
what?
Zombie?
What?
I was saying
what-
the Happy Wheels days were pretty good too.
I mean, everybody kind of blew up because of Happy Wheels. PewDiePie blew up, Markiplier blew up. Like a lot of YouTube channels started at Happy Wheels.
Actually,
Yeah.
PewDiePie started Amnesia.
Well, I know he did, but I'm saying like that where they blew up. That was kind of like the Happy Wheels era. Everybody was
I
blowing
remember
up because
watching
of
old
that.
PewDiePie and laughing my goddamn ass off. And then the whole dark era of PewDiePie came in. And then I watched him again somewhat recently, and it's like, oh, he's still funny. He just was able to go independent and actually do the jokes that he wanted to do. And then he said the N-word on Twitch, and now everyone hates him.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, a recent Twitter page that is
Speaking
like a recent Twitter account, two of them, pictures taken moments before something blessed, and pictures taken moments before something cursed. I love both of those Twitter accounts. It's fucking beautiful.
I love the memes that are like PewDiePie or that it's like PewDiePie
Right
and
before he
someone
says the
like
N-word.
no, it's like, oh careful, there's a bridge, watch out, and he's like, oh god damn it.
Dude, I used my playlist for PewDiePie used to be actually his Cry of Fear gameplay. I used to love him playing Cry of
Oh
Fear.
man, I remember the fucking Cry of Fear series he did. Holy shit.
It was so fucking good. He made the game like not even scary. Amnesia on its own was still kind of scary, but Cry of Fear was way scarier to me.
I have not yet seen a full playthrough through Cry of Fear, or I mean, I know it's free, so I could play it myself, but you know, I haven't.
And it's also like really short.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's genuinely a good
And
game.
really good for what it is.
Yeah,
I know. I just haven't watched anything on it besides maybe 1 hour into it, but that's it.
There's a lot of like back in the era of like when YouTube was still coming out, like genuinely either it was me being young and I just really enjoyed the internet, or like everything just kind of slapped. Like there were so many
I'm pretty
good
sure
channels.
it was like all garbage, but there was nothing to compare it to.
I feel like what happened with YouTube is kind of a mixture of both of your sentiments, where YouTube was this fresh, hot new thing where
It
people
was
were
the
just
Wild
throwing
West, man.
Yeah, it was the
Before-
Wild West. People were throwing shit at the wall, seeing what stuck, and so you got like raw ideas on old YouTube, and most of them were hot garbage. But then you got like old Nigihiga. Holy shit, old Nigihiga videos still slap, and they're fucking garbage.
See, I think.
Wait,
Well,
the thing is, I don't want to pronounce that name because I know I mispronounced it once.
just say
I
Ryan.
mean,
Yeah, Ryan Higa.
yeah,
His channel.
What I find
What happened is the shit that was good is what got popular and continued, but then it turned into let's promote the things that aren't necessarily the best content that people like, but what can make us money.
We
exactly.
got
And then
to
it
have
evolved into
money
the
now.
content we have now. They're
That's-
doing better now, but
That's genuinely where I stopped enjoying a lot of YouTube channels where it's like, hey guys, this episode of whatever the fuck we're playing is brought to you by Audible.
Raid
It's
Shadow
bought
Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. It's brought to you
Audible.com.
I normally
Loot
don't
Crate.
about
I
this.
literally
Dollar Shave
don't
Club.
understand how they can afford paying literally every YouTuber on the fucking planet a sponsorship.
It's because it was confirmed that they have a whole botnet where they are using the Google Play Store to fucking sponsor them because of how much they blew up. So they're using Google to fund Google. It's just a cycle, dude. They're literally just there getting the name out for free. They're not paying anything. They're getting Google to pay for it.
See, I've never had an issue with those types of things where creators are like, this video is brought to you by whatever. Because, like, I get it. You got to pay the bills and whatever. And most of the time I just skip past them. With the exception of Chris Ray Gun. I feel like Chris Ray Gun makes things, like, genuinely entertaining.
I've
don't
seen
mind.
a couple of YouTube channels where they take the sponsorships and they actually make them funny. One of my favorite ones.
Internet historian. Internet historian.
He does a
makes
good
really
job.
ads.
He does a good job. I think Gus does a good one from time to time. Gus Johnson makes
Gus?
really good shit.
I mean, jog my
I don't know
memory,
who
but I
said
think Seth also does funny or tries to at least make a funny skit with ads. Seth.
There's
I don't know
Hey,
who either
hey,
of those
Seth,
people are.
What, you never watched Seth? His RimWorld or
no. I'm sorry.
Space Station 13?
No,
Dwarf
I
Fortress?
no.
What?
You're
Right
making
now,
it
not
worse.
gonna lie.
I've never heard of any of the stuff that you're talking about right now.
No, it's
Seth
like
Bling?
Seth with two
Welcome back.
S's.
Welcome back. Seth Bling here.
It's like Seth
Yeah.
with two S's.
Seth Rogen. Seth.
My favorite
Seth.
YouTuber, Seth Rogen.
Ugh. My favorite YouTuber, Will Smith, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Hey, how are you gonna forget
Jack
about
Black still does stuff on
Jablinski
YouTube,
Games?
I was about to
man.
fucking bring up Jablinski Games. Hold up.
I can't wait till he says the N word
Alright.
on Twitch.
You know,
Does he still do stuff?
What?
The last video I saw of him was like a Sans Undertale video.
I
Oh.
know for a fact that he wore a Sans Undertale shirt at like a legitimate music.
Yeah.
meetup. Yeah, there it is.
Everything
Alright.
he does is probably an influence from his son trying to show him how to survive on the internet.
I got a couple Seth videos to link
And
in
his
this
son's
podcast.
caught fucking asking for nudes from a 14-year-old girl. To be fair, he's also like 15, so.
Wait, hold on. I like it where this is going.
That's
It's
kind
better
of.
than his son being 25.
Eh,
You cannot argue that it is not better than someone who is over the age of 18.
I don't like the whole idea of just asking
I'm
for
not
nudes
saying
from
it's
anybody.
good, but I'm
No.
saying at least he's not over the age of 18.
What is that? Is that actually? Wait, is that a real thumbnail or is that just his picture?
That's just
Why is he
thumbnail.
wide?
Why is he so wide?
I don't know.
Hey, you want to see some of the funniest thumbnails on YouTube?
That's supposed to be the creator of RimWorld, I think, that image there. So,
Oh, okay.
He made
Space Station 13 is
bum
usually
friend.
is his avatar.
Fuck
The,
off, Ken.
Just look at any of his thumbnails. He just photoshops his face onto League Champs.
Wait, hold
Oh.
on. Let me
I
see
don't
this.
like that.
They look so fucking dumb.
Okay, so I want to talk
I-
about League of Legends.
I've seen this
briefly.
guy in the wild a couple of times. I've never clicked on
I
a
used to
single
watch
video.
him like 5 years ago, then I stopped. I just subbed because I like seeing the thumbnails.
I want to talk about League of Legends briefly because it's come to my attention that Fiddlesticks got a rework,
It's
Yeah,
a
it's not
pretty
out yet.
fucking good one though.
and
It looks
I
cool,
saw the
but-
gif of the funny skeleton scarecrow fucking trudging along with the Eldritch 5 limbs, fucking
Yeah.
crawling along in the ground on a gray
Have
plane,
you
and
seen
I'm
the
like,
ult animation they have?
The one
nah.
where he T poses.
No, his fucking chest bursts open and this black storm inside of him that's supposed to be like the demon is what turns into the crow storm or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish
Jason,
it was in a good video game.
there was an early build of that where at the end of his ult he would just T pose, and that's what I was referencing. There's a
You
there's a
guys-
gif that people are passing around like, oh my god, the worst is yet to come. Just wait for the T pose.
Do you think Fiddlesticks will be in the League of Legends fighting game? I'd play him.
I don't think he
I
would.
doubt it.
But
Speaking of Fiddlesticks and fighting game, hold on. Have you guys seen the Faust trailer for Guilty Gear Strive?
No.
no, I have not.
Holy shit, it's nightmare fuel. I'm bringing it up.
All right.
all right. Well,
Oh.
anyway, after this podcast, you guys definitely need to watch Seth. At least those 3 videos I.
Yeah, Faust is really fucking bizarre of a
So
character.
Faust was the funny joke character in League of Legends, in Guilty Gear Xrd, like the last one. But now he's just a fucking nightmare demon,
Hey,
and I
T-pose
love
on
him. God, I love how Faust looks right now. Holy shit, dude! I want to play.
Tell
Guilty
me this
Gear.
doesn't look cool.
Yeah.
Faust has a Vor move.
Oh no! Don't say more.
Don't say that.
He does.
Are I just love
does.
when Fiddle ults, he's running on all 6 legs, because
Yeah,
he grows
it's-
too.
Fucking gross, but it's so good.
I don't know.
And
if
yeah,
Faust
Faust
is
I
still-
like how
Faust still has
Faust
the
has
paper
a
bag.
move where he gives you an afro.
Okay. I would say that's redeemable, but saying he has a boar move it puts me in him in bottom tier for me. Just
I don't know, sounds pretty cool.
Oh, something that
Or
happened
at least
literally
that's how
2
it's
hours
counted.
ago. Here's a piece of news. It's already been.
Oh yes. Oh, sorry. I need to tell Ken this real fast. Yes, Ken. He still does have the paper bag. He's not in the funny suit though. He's in fucking scrubs, and he's this fucking skeleton creature, and he's great. Continue, Austin. Sorry.
You're good. Literally a couple hours ago, it was confirmed that Last of Us 2 is coming to PC,
Ah.
Eh,
and a lot of PlayStation fanboys are very upset about that.
Wait,
good.
Why?
wait, what game? Sorry.
Last of Us 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, I saw an ad for Detroit Become Human being on PC soon or something. I
A
don't know.
lot of
It's
like
on the Epic Game stores.
a lot of
PS2 games
what's
coming.
the what's the
All
word
of
I'm
the
looking?
Quantic
Exclusives.
Dream games.
A lot of the
Quantic
exclusives from
Dream
consoles are coming to PC, which is a good thing in my
Which
book.
gets
Yeah.
me hyped for Bloodborne on PC.
And now PC is proving
I-
to be the master race now.
I genuinely hope that we see the day that Bloodborne is legitimately on PC. Like, quite
I
honestly,
also hope.
I've been just dying to go play the game, but I don't want to pay for PlayStation Plus. And so, like, half the game is just not there for me on PlayStation.
I mean, the game is still there. You just don't get messages.
You don't get messages, you don't get invasions, you don't get
Does
to help other
anyone
people.
really invade in Bloodborne though? I don't remember seeing anybody invade in that game.
Because we played offline, dipshit!
No, like watching fucking Let's Plays and shit. I was watching Maximilian Dude, a cool fighting game guy. He was playing
Yes.
through all of Bloodborne like a
Yes,
year or two
they-
ago, doing a fucking lore run.
He probably
Not
was
a
playing
single time he was
offline.
invaded.
He was probably playing offline.
Oh.
A lot of people play offline because the PlayStation 4 kind of just becomes the background console. I mean, when you have a gaming PC, a lot of the times the consoles just kind of just sit there until like another exclusive
Yeah.
comes around. So I don't have PlayStation Plus, and a lot of other streamers don't have it either because it's just like, why would you buy it?
Yeah,
There's
I
like
don't-
there's nothing going for it.
I don't remember the last time I touched my Xbox 360 ever since I got a PC.
So genuinely, I would love to see it come out on PC. I would love to get into the series. I enjoyed what I played. It's just that it gets, well, I mean, it's kind of part of the Soulsborne series.
Not really.
Whatever.
See, I kind of do and don't consider it part of the quote-unquote Soulsborne series. I consider both of them to be like, how do I describe it? There's a way to say it. Oh, Bloodborne is the Wario Land of Mario Land.
All right, Chief. I guess
Does that make sense?
It does, but very loosely.
It does, because they're built on the same skeleton, they're built on the same framework, but they're vastly different games with vastly different lores and characters and things like that.
I mean, you could also make that argument based on Dark Souls 1 versus Dark Souls 3.
Not really.
Mm.
Dark Souls 3 is explicitly part of the same universe that Dark Souls 1 is in, while as Bloodborne explicitly isn't.
Well, I mean, it's all fake. That's like, isn't that the main big takeaway? Is that it's all just a dream?
Is it? I mean, I get.
It's literally the hub
I
rule is
know-
called
I
the
know the
Hunter's
whole-
Dream.
Well, no. Well, the whole game takes place in like one night. I remember.
Oh, I just
like-
assumed that it was all just like imaginary
No,
because like the
no.
main hub world is called the Hunter's Dream.
Well, no. I think like in the context of the game, all of it is very real and it does happen. But like how do I say this? It's like, because literally there are old gods and there are eldritch beings that prey upon the subconscious mind of people and all that bullshit. And it does happen. The Hunter's Dream is real, but it's not real in the context of you can walk there. It's like an ethereal real. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe
'Cause
whenever
you do
I
find
actually
the actual, you do find the real concrete workshop somewhere in the world, and you can go there and you get secret things if you go there. But there's a different Hunter's Dream.
Maybe it'll make more sense whenever I actually get into the series or the game.
I wiki dived so hard on Bloodborne, and I watched so many goddamn videos. The lore of Bloodborne is so interesting compared to Dark Souls. I don't know, man. I like the lore of Bloodborne so much more than I like the lore of Dark Souls, and I love Dark Souls.
I mean, I just genuinely love the way it feels to play. That's what gets me into it. But
I don't like how the best weapon in the game is actually bad. Remember the Kirk hammer?
I was trying to like figure out what the fuck you just meant. Like the best weapon in the game is
The
bad.
best weapon, yeah, the best weapon in
I
the
was
game.
like, what the fuck?
My favorite weapon in the game is bad.
Oh.
The Kirk
But
hammer
remember,
is
what
my
he thinks
favorite
is
because
his favorite is the
Yes.
best.
it's
Yeah,
the
he-
best. So
Even if it's
Cameron-
trash.
it's a
Cameron-
big, it's you have a straight sword, and then you slot it into a fucking rock, and you have a big hammer, like Eustace getting his mallet. That's a meme. And I love it, and it's great. And then I looked up like Bloodborne weapon tier list, and it's like bottom of the barrel. I'm upset.
Little theme, sir, but checks out.
Fuck you.
All right, so I want to bring up for the 1 minute Overwatch.
Martin Luther King. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Is
What's
is
going
this
on
is
with
this is it surprising that the year of the rat and Junkrat only got one thing?
No, I'm
I
pretty sure I
about,
saw a reason they did that. Same with
Furious about
not getting Rat King skin.
I just find that so bizarre. Like they had the opportunity and they did not take it.
My
What I find
expectations
weird
for
is that,
Blizzard were low.
Overwatch
but-
hasn't supported the Australian bushfire.
They already said the reason why.
Eh.
The reason why is because they can't make a skin that fast.
Yeah, it would take a
Then
long
just
time
bring
to
back
make
all
the
the
skin.
skins.
And also, if you want to get a skin, or I mean, you want to help the fire, donate to it.
Exactly.
Like, the reason
I'm
people
not-
want
I'm
a
not
skin
that-
is
I'm
because
not,
they'd
like,
rather
mad
get
about it.
something for it.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it, but like, still.
It seemed like you were
Remember that
pretty
girl
disappointed
who-
about it.
I just saw it on Twitter and I'm like, okay. You
Yeah.
guys remember that girl who raised like $70,000 from nudes?
Yeah, she got
Yeah,
banned
no.
off Twitter,
She did.
and
get
her
banned.
boyfriend left her.
Yeah.
Fuck, she's a queen. I support her.
Yeah, nice tits.
What really sucks is that a lot of people were passing around a fake receipt, and they could just send it to her DMs.
Mm,
And she caught on like a lot later. So
that's bad.
But anyway,
I mean, I don't think that really matters because it would get leaked anyways.
it's a matter
Yeah.
of the principle. It's a matter of the principle. The fact that they couldn't even donate $10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turns out she's racist.
Wait, she's racist?
Alright.
How? What?
Okay, there's two. Let's move on to a different topic, please,
Yeah.
Austin. What happened with Overwatch?
No, that was it.
Yeah,
was
that-
that the year
that
of
was it?
the year of the rat and Junkrat got
Junkrat only
nothing?
got- no, he
He got-
got
he
one
got a
thing. I
fucking-
just got to highlight.
Yeah, you got a
Highlight
highlight intro.
Disgusting one.
Yeah, it was
Awful.
really gross. It's
Fine.
you know
Junkrat's a bad
my
character anyway.
Pab, get out of here now.
Pep is a good character in your eyes.
Yeah.
he's gonna
Now.
say Diva and Diva
None of them.
alone.
None
No,
of
It's,
them.
it's
Alright.
supposed to match Roadhogs.
They're all annoying in their own unique way.
As Ken
The only
saying.
one, you know what? No, the only one that I think is fucking great is Roadhog, and that's because he barely fucking speaks.
I mean,
Like,
Bastion
Diva's
did
great
good.
to play. Diva's fun to play as, and I like her play style. Good God, her voice lines annoy the shit out of me sometimes.
But Pab,
Throw back to when
Bash-
Cameron literally uninstalled the game because of Roadhog mains.
Oh yeah, Roadhog mains. I understand, but Roadhog as a character, I like him because he doesn't speak, and he's just big
But-
fat guy. He's like, ha, he's funny.
but but Pab, sorry, but Pab, Bastion's never said a word.
I mean,
I remember I was
technically,
a Bastion
Heyman
main
doesn't
for a
either.
bit.
It's just the ball talking.
The ball is angry.
I left long before the ball character was added, so I don't know.
You'd probably like him if you like Diva.
Genuinely, I feel like he would love him so much. But I tried.
Well,
I
here's
tried
the
asking
issue.
him. I tried asking him to get into the game, but he
See,
just
here's
will
the
not
issue,
play it.
guys. If I want to play Overwatch again, that'll means I have to install Battle.net again, and frankly, I don't want to do that.
Fair point.
Ugh.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is on Battle.net that's even half worth the install?
I,
Fuck is what?
Overwatch.
Jesus.
I would have said Destiny, but it's no longer on BattleNet.
No. The
But
only
Overwatch
reason I
on
would
its
ever
own.
the only reason me personally that I would ever look at battle.net and install it is if I wanted to play StarCraft 1. Guess what? I already have the EXE for StarCraft 1 installed on my PC separate from battle.net, so who cares?
Hey Cameron, remember that thing that you
Hmm.
told me about? That hey guys, good old games launcher really is so good, and oh my god, I now have Epic, and oh my god, Epic's so good because like GOG.
I
Oh
never
my
said-
god,
I never
yes
said
you
Epic
fucking
was
did.
good.
Yeah, you did. You fucking did.
I
You
never
did,
said
Chief.
Epic was
You,
good.
you did, Chief.
It's a
You did.
bad store, but it gave me a shit ton of free games. I'm happy with that.
And then you used
Hey.
GOG for it, so then just use BattleNet. It
Yeah.
it just works the same way.
Nah.
Using facts against Cameron, dude. It don't work.
Facts and logic?
Oh.
What's that?
Why do you guys want me to install battle.net so badly?
Because we're your friends and we enjoy spending time with you, and it would be
We're
a lot of
worried
fun.
about you.
Cameron, come back. The accident wasn't your fault. You have to let go.
I'm not installing battle.net. Blizzard can suck my left nut. Only my left.
Anyway, what I thought we were going to dedicate a minute to speaking about was today is Martin Luther King Day or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or something.
Or something.
Or something.
Doesn't sound like you know that much yourself.
Or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Some black guy told the bus no and ended racism, so.
It was a black woman. What the hell?
Yep. A black guy walked up to a bus and said, "Hey, bus,
and
no."
then that speech
And then the bus
Rosa
turned around.
Parks gave, oh my god. Amazing.
The bus turned around and said, "Hey guys, sorry, racism canceled." And everyone looked at each other and said, oh, "Okay then."
And
We're
then
going home.
the old lady stood up and clapped. Jesus, that was the most racist 30 seconds of my entire life.
I
Hey,
had
we can
that-
make it worse.
I had that line prepared before this podcast when I found out there was a podcast going on today. I've just been waiting to do the most scuffed version of Martin Luther King Day description, and now I'm
Chat,
got
can we
it
get
out
some
there.
Tri-Hex in the chat, please.
We already got.
Hard 7.
Oh my god, bro.
Can we
That
get
was-
Tryhard 7? Is that emote still a thing or was that banned?
A lot of his emotes were banned.
Aw,
Why?
that's a shame. Trihex is cool.
They were because a lot of people were using the Trihex emote as a sign of racism.
Imagine
That's
there it
like-
is! Yeah,
Hey,
Tryhard 7! Good
Just
job.
like Pepe.
Imagine being racist for being black.
He
You
made
see yourself
he
as
made a
bitch.
whole video about it, saying how it was stupid, and I agreed with it.
I remember... Do you guys remember when Tryhard 7 was like a cool thing and then people thought it was racist?
People
I
think
think
a
that's
lot
right
of
with
things are
Overwatch.
racist.
Remember when Milk was racist?
How the fuck? Okay, where did this come from?
Oh my
This
God,
sounds
Austin,
made
you
up on the
don't-
spot.
You don't know the idiocy of the internet. Milk was deemed racist because it's white, and a bunch of Nazis started drinking milk and telling black people they couldn't drink milk because they weren't white.
Get the fuck out of here! This sounds made up.
Oh, it was 100% made up. But you know what? People caught on to it.
That's
Oh,
so
God.
fucking stupid.
Milk is racist. Hold on. Milk, the new symbol of racism in Donald Trump's America from the Washington Times.
Well, that's just fake news.
Thanks.
Do we trust the Washington Times or any news source anymore?
Here's the Huffington Post.
You only
Troubling
knew-
links
That's
between
even
milk and
worse.
racism. Townhall.com. PETA, if you drink milk, you support racism, comma, or something.
Or something. Or something. Bro. Bro.
So, yeah, when Shia LaBeouf's Hindu stream was a
Pap,
thing.
Pap, I'm trying I was trying to speak here. I was saying,
Oh,
this
I'm sorry.
podcast brought to you by the word of something. Or something.
Of something.
Jesus.
Remember when Hindu was a thing? He Will Not Divide Us? The fucking Shia LaBeouf
Yeah.
stream? Yeah. So on the first stream in New York, fucking there were a bunch of people who came in and started screaming, "Hey, all you non-whites! I can drink milk and you can't!" And started obnoxiously drinking milk in front of the camera. And
Oh, I
think that was
remember
the spark.
that.
I think that was the spark that got all that stuff up. Where it's just milk is racist. You guys remember when they added black and brown to the gay pride flag?
No?
Yeah.
Remember how I've been saying I've been really in the mood to like have a detox of the internet? Man, this conversation's only just making this worse.
Mhm.
Also, as I was gonna say before, the only news source I trust nowadays is just what I find through memes.
PewDiePie.
Does he actually have a
Honestly?
legitimate news thing? Because I've never seen it, and
No,
people just reference
it's all
it.
fucking memes.
Okay.
It's sad because memes are more reliable in terms
Yeah,
of.
no, it is.
And
Yeah.
memes are the least reliable thing imaginable.
I had
I
to.
found out about all this World War III Iran shit from memes before I saw any news report on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same here.
Same
Like,
thing about fucking the Australian fires and the rainforest. Both of those fires were not covered by the news.
Of course they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost track of time. I'll sit this one out for now since I got some stuff to do anyways. Okay, so
Makes
Jagged
sense.
is not going to be a part of this podcast. That's fine.
But
Hey,
Oh.
call him a bitch for me.
it's
Why don't you
okay.
do it?
I
There's a reason why I'm named Discount Jagged on here.
except
No,
you
you're
didn't. You have to leave the call and rejoin for it to take effect because you changed it while
Oh.
you're already in the call.
Shit, let me do that.
Oh,
Alright,
Discount
Jagged.
Jagged! Oh my god, long time
Hey,
no
Jagged,
see.
how
Oh,
you doing?
Jagged,
I hate everything, and my life is pain.
Wait a minute,
just
Jagged
like
and I
him.
were supposed to talk about Doom on the podcast, but
We're
he's
so-
not here. So
I
we can't
know,
do that.
and I was gonna talk about Dorahiro with him.
Oh yeah, that
Aw.
was pretty good.
I'm
Last
glad my
episode.
presence here is a disappointment to you all.
Yeah.
But
Because Jagged could.
I remember before we get off the politics thing. I remember talking to my mom about this because she was trying to make conversation with me as moms do.
Uh-oh.
And she was like, "Oh, did you hear that? Everybody's trying to say that India is going to become the next world superpower." And I'm like, "All right, first of all, no, the fuck it's not." Like, first,
I feel like it could.
no,
What's the
absolutely,
next one?
no,
It's
not
gonna be
even.
a while.
It's gonna take a long time. She was making it out to me like it was gonna happen like next year or the year after that.
Oh, okay, no, yeah, that's
Uh,
100%.
Oh,
I was like,
feel
I was
given
like,
enough time, it could become a superpower.
Certainly, but in the next year or two, nah.
No,
and
absolutely
she's
not.
like,
Well-
oh, but people in the news are talking about it, and so it must be true. I'm like, all right, first of all, that's your first problem. You literally just consume the news and hold it as fact. That's the fucking problem. Don't they hate their own people? How the fuck they gonna unite?
I mean, if all the superpower, if all the superpower nations, just suddenly vanish, then yeah, India could definitely be considered a
World War III destroys every other superpower. India wins by default.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Royale.
Dude, I would think that fucking what's a country that nobody cares about? I would sooner believe that
Chad.
fucking Wales. I would sooner believe that Wales would become a world superpower before India did.
Bro, India's like how that PUBG, the first ever PUBG tournament went, where that one team was literally outside the zone doing nothing but healing just so they could
Oh
win
my
by being one of the
God.
last people there. They were literally just doing nothing but using medkits the entire time. They had like 30 medkits with no weapons. They were glitched on the side of a cliff that you there's no way you would have known they were there. And they made it to the top
Oh my
10
God.
because of that. And because they're in the top 10, they were able to go and compete again for the semifinals. That was
the
the
only time I
funniest
played-
fucking... Huh?
The one game I played of PUBG,
You got
I
second
made it to
place.
the top 3. I made third.
Oh, did you make third? I thought you made
More
second
than that
place.
much. I made third, trust me. And you want to know how I made third? I sat in a bush and hid for 98% of the game.
I remember when that
crawled in
game
the
played out
ground.
and I played it a bunch. Whenever I played solo, I would literally just get gear, go in the bathroom in a random house, AFK for 15 minutes, automatic top 3.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drop a flex for you guys real quick. All right, just a quick flex, just a quick healthy flex. Copy.
His
Does
legs
this work?
don't work.
Does this? Wait, where the fuck? What?
He's trying to copy paste something.
Copy
Watch out, everyone.
Page user. Oh my god, that's you fucking dumb bitch. That's not what I'm doing.
Hi, Austin Steam page.
Is this gonna actually work, or is it just gonna be stupid? Oh, there it goes. Okay, got it. I got it. Oh, okay. It's uploading right now. take a look at my fucking my top percent. I made it to the top 0.45%. I was really proud. No, genuinely, because what happened was I don't tell this to anybody. To anybody who didn't play the game during the time, they're like, "Oh my god, you must be really good." No, literally the top 10% were all hackers, so everybody was pushed up by a fuck ton of percentage, and I was just barely able to take the screenshot before it was updated. So my actual rank was like, I think top. Well, I was in the top 10% for sure, but because like everybody's ranks were all fucking being pushed up around and shit, nobody's was actually accurate. So I just so happen to be top 0.45 for.
Or does anyone still play PUBG?
They have their own server now. They can no longer connect to American servers because they were all like.
Like, who still plays that game?
Oh, a lot of people do. It had a resurgence because of the new maps and shit. I re-downloaded the game and I was playing it for a little bit. It's still fairly active. It's been on the top 10 Steam most played games. I'm sure you can look right now. It's easily top 3. Genuinely, I want to go look. I want to go look stats. Let's see what's the top 3 games. It's number 3 right now with fucking 131,000 players right now as we speak.
What are the top 5 most played games on Steam currently?
CS:GO, Dota 2, PUBG, Siege, Monster Hunter World at number 5.
Monster Hunter World! Woo!
Where's
hey, let's talk about Monster Hunter World for a little bit. Holy shit, I really like playing Monster Hunter World.
Oh my fucking god.
Iceborne came out on PC, please. I was hunting Glavenus for the past like 48 fucking hours, and I hunted like 6 or 7 of them in a row, and I didn't get the mantle that I wanted, so I can't make the full armor set. But I do have enough materials that if I really wanted to, I could make a lot of the weapons that I really wanted to out of Glavenus armor set. I really like Monster Hunter World. You can have a monkey on your head, and
Is
that's
he still
really fun.
talking?
Yeah, he is.
He's still talking.
I
We
like
don't
Monster
understand
Hunter
it, but-
World.
Oh my god. So, anyways.
Anyway, as I was
Oh.
gonna say,
So Zombie, finish your statement, and then I want to briefly touch upon the part 3 of Monster Hunter World's issues with running on computers.
All right, so Halo Reach was popular for a bit, but I feel like it's died out by now. But I haven't checked any numbers.
Halo Reach kind of died out for a while.
Yeah.
Let me see, where is Halo right now?
Because I mean, I know I haven't played it because I'm gonna be honest, I love the game, but just whatever 343 touch, porting it to PC, just
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, that's not good. It's below Dark Souls 3.
oh.
Jagged will be very upset. Is that Yandere Dev? Is that a picture of Yandere Dev?
Halo.
No, is it?
What the fuck? Why the hell did my PlayStation just turn on? What the fuck? My controller's on the other side of the room. Why did you turn on?
Yeah. I feel like Halo Reach will get a resurgence once they add World as not mod thing. Because I'm gonna be honest, that's mainly what I got Halo Reach for when it was on Xbox, and that's also what I was hoping PC would have too, is Forge World.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's going to be a more dynamic Forge than what console got, so
Yeah,
eventually it'll make the comeback.
Did you guys see the speed run of getting banned from Yandere Dev's Discord?
Wasn't it like
No.
17 seconds?
14 seconds, actually.
14 seconds. It was
No,
beautiful.
no, scratch that. Before the game was patched, there was an exploit that was found that made it get down to 12 seconds.
The record right now is 7. Somebody just broke it.
7 seconds?
That's what Ken just said. It's 7
With
seconds.
the patch and everything? Oh, fuck, dude, I gotta see this. I love applying speedrunner logic to real life things.
Yeah.
Why is there a speed run?
I've been meaning to bring this up. I don't know if we did talk about this last week, but I just
The
want to
American Dad speed runs.
the American Dad speedruns. I have no idea
We've
why.
talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. I love it so much.
Jesus, dude. Before I forget, because I also do want to say this. I had been out of the loop for a while because I kind of stopped giving a shit about Destiny. But apparently Destiny did some really good shit. Like, the community was doing some really good shit. There was a event going on, which the Trials of Time or some bullshit like that. The Corridors of Time, I think it is. And what makes it so good is that every Guardian has a like. Okay, so it's I think they said it was like 1 in 60 have like their own unique code, and the code is up to 30 bits, so 30 different numbers essentially. And what happened is people were putting all of these codes together, and they compiled it all together, and they made a giant world map of this whole universe inside of this event, and it's so
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing
huge.
about this.
I was like, holy shit, this thing's fucking massive. And there was a screenshot that somebody said of what the world map looks like, and people found a way to get to the center of it. And in the center of it gives you a quest line, and it's for a weapon that literally wasn't even scheduled to be in the roadmap for another 2 weeks. So either A, they completely messed up the roadmap, or B, they weren't expecting us to finish it this fast because we did it in a week. It's such a huge thing. Like, the map is massive. It's actually fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna pull up Reddit real quick because it was all over Reddit. I want to show you guys how the fucking thing went. But at the center of the map, it's yourself dead because it's going through time and all that shit. And so you have to go back and prevent your own death in the game, which I think is a really cool concept. Genuinely, I thought that was a really fucking cool thing.
Can I high five Saint 14 and tell him he's cool?
So yeah, you can.
You can high five Saint 14.
You have multiple interactions with Saint 14. He's in the tower.
Oh, he's in the tower. Fuck! I need to install the game again. Hold up.
Also, there's a meme that was on the homepage because you get to see how you die. It's like, oh man, I wonder how I died punching a cursed throne like a dumbass. I really like that.
You want to know what the worst part about Destiny is?
How it's nothing like it used to be, and me telling you guys off
the
how good it
subreddit.
was, and getting you guys hyped about it only made it worse because it's not at all what it is, and I have
the
a hard time
subreddit.
playing it.
You saying that made me think of that. Have you ever wanted?
Have you ever had a dream, Austin?
Oh my god. So okay, here it is. Here's the actual map of the corridors. It's such a huge fucking map. Each one of those hexagons is an entire room.
Have you ever had a dream?
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
You could.
I'm going to mute you. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna do it.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
But
Yeah,
go.
that looks pretty big, actually.
And it's so fucking ridiculous thinking of how fucking huge this thing is. It takes like if you, running through it just to get to the middle of the map takes you at least like 15 to 20 minutes just of straight running.
What do you get?
My computer feels like
you-
it's dying just looking at that.
You get a gun.
Jesus fuck.
What is it? A cool gun?
It's a fusion rifle, and apparently it's one of the strongest right now. I'm indifferent on it, but I just think the whole idea of it is really cool. I love these giant events like this.
Real quick, I want to.
Before one more,
finish your statement.
literally one more thing.
Yeah.
As much as I want to be happy about this, and sorry, not happy. As much as I want to be mad about it, genuinely, they've already stated that the reason why this is such a good event is because it was all paid for by the community, by us buying in the silver only purchases. So if this is genuinely where the money is going, like if they're being wholehearted that this is where it is, this is how fucking massive of a thing they were able to pull off because of the community, then I will retract what I said previously about how I think it's bullshit that a lot of the stuff is silver only. If it genuinely, they are able to keep doing shit like this to this level, because so far in the history of Destiny 2, they've only had this level of shit like 3 times ever. And it's been out for a whole 3 years, so if they're genuinely going to keep doing these level of events in the next, like, I don't know, 5 months or so, I'd say it's a fair amount of time, then I'd be happy with that. That'd be a reason to genuinely say I'm okay with having to pay, like, for cosmetics and not able to earn them anymore.
I remember when I was okay with spending money on Warframe, and then Railjack came out, and it wasn't good.
what made me stop was the fact that well, there's two reasons. One, I just saw how much money I was putting into the game, and it was just not healthy. And two, it gets to the point where you get so comfortable paying for things that you don't want to play the game for free anymore. You kind of just have to keep linking your fucking card because it's like, oh man, the new Warframe came out. Oh, I want to play him today. Oh, I have to pay like $10 to play him today, or wait like a week to farm all of his materials.
It's either pay for him and get him today, or grind for 3 days and then wait for the next 3 days while he's making in your goddamn forge. That's still the worst part about Warframe.
The grind.
That was the hard part. Oh, and then fucking every important resource expires. Fucking argon crystals, they only last 24 hours.
Expired.
They only last 24 hours in your inventory. That's bullshit.
Titan extract was the worst.
Yeah, because it was only in alerts, which came out 3 times a day. So if you needed a frame that required 6, you have to play all 3 times, which is every 8 hours, 6 hours,
Yeah.
8 or 6 hours.
8 hours.
Okay.
8 hours would be.
So
1/3
Ken
of
just
a
asked
day,
a good question. What game are you okay with spending money on regularly? What game does in-game purchase? What game does in-game purchases?
Destiny.
I am not okay. I'm okay. What makes a game okay to me when there's in-game purchases? If you are selling, I want to say anything substantial in your game, like materials or items or anything that's not purely cosmetic, your game needs to be 100% free. Selling features, on the other hand, going a bit too far.
So then what would you say about Destiny then? Because it's a free-to-play game that only sells cosmetics.
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent towards Destiny 2. I'm less okay with in-game purchases as a whole now. I would much rather it be the model where you pay a certain amount of money for the game and you just have the game. That's a good one. And then when I want to say year or two, if the devs want to continue supporting the game, release a substantial expansion and charge like half the game's price for it.
See, that's exactly what they did. That's what they were doing, and that's what I was all about, because all the cosmetics, all of them were earnable. You could easily earn them. You made more than enough bright dust, and every time that you
can't
logged
do that
in
anymore.
Yeah, every time you logged in, you got free engrams, and if you didn't like what you got in the free engrams,
can't do that
you could just shard them, and then you get the currency to go buy the thing you wanted. It was such
you can do it. You can do it.
It was such a good. It's such a
calm down.
It's such a good fucking environment, and then now it's not that anymore, and it was such a shame because I was like, this is not the Destiny that I recommended all my friends to play. I'm still having a hard time reviewing the game. I've been putting it off so many fucking months now, and B, it's hard for me to keep playing the game because it's not what I liked about Destiny. It feels like
I'll say this about Destiny: it really does feel like a game that went free to play later. That's what it feels like. And it is what it is, right? It's a game that you paid $60 and you own the game, but it had free-to-play elements in it, so they're like, why not just make it free-to-play? They said, okay, we'll just make it free-to-play. But that had to...
I wouldn't say it had free-to-play elements.
A finger curled on the monkey's paw that day when it went free-to-play is what I'll say. Given from what I hear from you and what it is now and how I experience it now, it really feels like a fucking monkey's paw situation where it's like, oh, it's free-to-play now. More people are going to join in the game. But now it's like... Oh, some things are kind of messed up with the way it's monetized and stuff like that.
See,
It's free to play now, but it's free to play now.
My thing was, by making it free to play, you had one season where it was okay, and then every other season after that was bad, because Shadowkeep, when it launched, it was good because there were so many people on it because it was free. I mean, fucking literally all of you guys got into the game because it was free. But now all of the free people are like, it's okay, and I'm done playing it now. But it's not going.
I haven't opened it in a month.
Yeah, most of the free people are already done with the game. They're like, I don't want to play the game anymore. All the veterans who've been there since day one are still playing the game, and they're like, I wish we could go back to the way it used to be, because it was a much healthier environment. So
I feel
now,
like my biggest issue with Destiny has nothing to do with the fact that it's free to play or the community or the market or whatever. I feel like my biggest issue is that there's just nothing. There are things there that make me interested, but there's nothing there that keeps me interested. You know what I mean?
I like
I
the
feel you.
PvP, but then I got really, really annoyed with how shitty the melee is and how dumb supers are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I want them to expand on supers and make them more of a viable thing, as opposed to a one-off thing that you just fire when there's a horde of enemies in front of
Mayhem.
you. I found the way
Mayhem.
that worked to be kind of infuriating.
Mayhem. All
Yeah, no,
supers
that's
only.
one
Oh.
mode that sometimes appears and it's only PvP. I don't
It's-
want that. I
it's-
would play Warlock if I could be fucking Palpatine and hover around and shoot lightning out of my hands and that'd be my primary source of damage. I would fucking do that, but I can't do that because Destiny is a shooter.
Actually, no. For one, it's not just random. It's on a cycle. It's gonna be coming back. It's either this week or next week. It's every 3 weeks. There's only 3 rotating
still-
game modes. And B,
Look, it's
there's
still not there all the time and it's only PvP.
and there are exotics that change the way supers work. So if you wanted to stay as Emperor Palpatine, there is an exotic that continues to keep going as long as you keep getting kills with it. And then when you're done, it resets. So like next to
Austin,
full.
I want a mode where I can just say I can look at my guns and say no, I don't want to use those and never have to use them.
I don't know what you want
I'm
from me, Chief.
gonna be honest with you, Chief. I just straight up don't like how the guns work in Destiny.
Well, you only scratch the surface of the guns. You're talking about a game that has 500 guns on their own, and then each one of them has custom roles, which change how the gun plays.
Rolls don't do much for me.
There's a lot of like different playstyles that come with different roles. Some roles are meant for
It's still a
PvP.
gun.
Some roles are meant for
guns. Guns just inherently bore me. I'm gonna be completely honest.
If you're talking about like Call of Duty guns, sure, I'll agree with you. You're talking about a fucking gun that shoots a literal god's breath out? No, I'm gonna disagree with you.
I mean, yeah, it's neat, but like, what's
There's-
cooler, a gun or
Yeah,
a sword?
it's
And to me,
neat.
a sword.
But
I
Anyway,
just there's so many like unique weapons. It's a lot better than you're giving it credit for.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be 100% honest that it's way better than fucking Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I don't give a shit about that game. I would rather play Destiny over that. But, like I said, there's nothing there that just keeps me invested. And there are many
Well-
things that pique my interest, like how the fuck the Leviathan is, and all that shit that's going on there, and the big black space Doritos, and they're causing big issues, and the way that the space Doritos and the space cue ball interact with each other, and that's neat. Saint 14 and Shaxx are awesome. There's a lot of good things in Destiny 2. There's nothing that keeps me within its game.
Well, one, it's because they gutted out a third of the game. And two, it's because all the things that are cool, you don't have the patience for. I've tried to get you into them, but you don't have the patience to learn it
Like
or
what?
well fucking any of the major events, like any of them. You just don't like them because you get mad. You get mad really easily, and then it turns you off of the game.
hello,
Okay.
everyone. This is the section of the podcast where Pav and Austin argue a lot.
Oh, I'm not arguing with the guy. I'm just saying, like, that was the reason why he dropped it.
We can end this section of the podcast where Austin and I start yelling at each other over stupid shit.
Cool.
We're
So,
done.
Jason.
It was
what
not
do you-
even yelling. We're just talking.
No, I understand. No, Austin, I agree with you. We were just talking, but I don't want it to end up.
Yeah,
in...
you know what? I'm with Ken. I'm with
Yeah.
Ken. When is the Jason section? Jason?
Yeah. Jason, what game
Jason,
are you doing?
Jason and Zombie, you guys talk. Cameron and I were just gonna sit here and shut up.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've
Alright,
tried to talk
Welcome
over
to the
you
next
guys.
40 minutes of silence.
Earlier today, my school sent an email, a survey asking about esports interests and gaming interests at my school, because my school does not have any esports or gaming, no clubs, no teams. It seemed pretty cool, so went on the survey, and then I realized this is going to be trying to recruit me to be on an esports team for my school, and I said, on God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
as I was trying to say.
And then what
No,
happened?
just- Oh.
Well, I'm waiting for it to happen because it happened an hour ago.
So anyway, I don't think me and Jason got the chance to answer though. What game are you okay with spending money on regularly, or what game
None.
does in
Nothing
game
deserves
purchases
my
right?
precious. Unless League adds Greg a skin.
Cool.
What are you okay with spending money on, Zombie?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really answer what game does in-game purchases right, but I know the 2 games that I've definitely sunk a lot of money in, and that's Dead by Daylight and Payday 2. Payday 2 more than Dead by Daylight, though.
Reset the clock, folks.
Yeah.
Raise your hand, and everybody. Were any of you surprised that he said Dead by Daylight?
Zombie, how much money have you spent on Dungeons and Dragons?
That's a concerning answer.
20
Yeah.
bucks?
Calculator.
Yeah,
How much
20
money
bucks.
has been spent on me?
Wait, no.
I bought one.
30
book,
bucks. 30
and then
bucks,
the other 2
actually.
books were bought for me for Christmas. So.
By the way,
30 bucks.
Zombie.
30 bucks and it was all on figures.
Genuine question. I was meaning to ask this to you, just
Okay.
because I feel like you would get the most enjoyment out of it. Obviously, it'd be an investment, but I think it'd do more good than bad. Why don't
Alright.
you and your D&D team play Dungeons and Dragons using Tabletop Sim? They have a very thorough community for D&D.
What? What program?
Tabletop. It has a huge.
Oh yeah, Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah.
It's because not everyone has Tabletop Simulator.
They had a sale on Christmas where it was like a 4-pack for literally $10. Everybody would just pitch in $2.50 and they get a 4-pack. It's genuinely like, why wouldn't you own
Hey,
it?
it's not Christmas anymore, though.
It's not Christmas anymore, yeah, but I'm
Honestly.
saying like,
Yeah.
I think Tabletop Sim is a worthy investment and should be literally everyone's fucking Steam account.
Yeah.
It is so fucking worth it.
Also, that was kind of one of my first options because I didn't want to do Roll20 at first. But you know, not everyone had Tabletop Sim.
Duke
And
says
secondly-
it's on sale
Right
right
now
now
on
on Fanatical. I'll check that out right now.
What is
You can keep-
Fanatical?
And
It's a
secondly,
good third-party site.
you remember Ferret, right?
Yeah,
Make sure.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a gaming PC.
it runs on laptops.
You don't need a
Dave.
gaming PC.
Yeah, it
Oh, okay.
literally runs on laptops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then
I'm looking it up right now for Tabletop Sim. Let me see.
I've been meaning to run, you know, it on Tabletop Sim. However, it's just
It's on sale for 50% off. It's $8.59.
Hey.
Oh, and the 4-pack is on sale. Ooh.
How much is a 4-pack?
Let me see. Tabletop Sim 4-pack is $28.
All right, I'm gonna bring this up on the podcast because I brought it up last night and I want to get everyone's opinion on it. Which would you rather consume? Would you rather
Oh
eat
my
50
God.
chicken McNuggets in the span of an hour, or a single?
I
ghost
could
pepper?
do it in 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
That's not a joke.
he's
Okay.
done it
Maybe
before.
Maybe I
He,
should
has-
short- Maybe I should shorten the time limit then. Should I shorten it down to 45 minutes?
he speaks from
4
experience.
minutes.
Have you seen what Jason put in his body the other day? Do you really
Uh,
want
it's
to
only a
challenge this
minute.
man? Do you want to challenge this man?
This man speaks from experience.
You know what? You know what, Jason?
6'3" pure
eat,
nugget.
Jason, if you can eat 50 nuggets in 4 minutes, I will
Oh,
PayPal you $30.
Shit. I don't know where the nearest McDonald's is, though, because I live in the middle of nowhere at my school.
You can't
Hey,
throw up
Let's
either.
break, I'll do it.
Let's
Damn.
not
I'm
get
fucking
Jason.
hungry.
Let's not get Jason like admitted to a fucking hospital.
50
bro.
nuggets cost more. Dude, a pack of 20 nuggets costs $5. What the fuck you talking about?
Pav's gonna
$5 for a pack of 50 nuggets? Are you
20.
Oh, I heard you say 50. I was about to say, are you saying it's $1
No,
for a pack of
did I
10?
s- I said 20, but whatever. 20 nuggets is $5 at McDonald's. That's all you need. Like, no fries, no drinks, no nothing. If you want just a pack of nuggets, $5.
Oh yeah. Ken lives in New York where everything's way more expensive.
Can I have
Oh.
some?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Ken.
Yeah, I was up there for vacation and I was like, bro, what the fuck, this food? I went to a Wendy's and a Wendy's 5 for 5 over here is literally like, it was, they don't even have the 5 for 5. What would be the equivalent of that? The
Of course
closest
they
thing,
don't. It's a 5 for 10.
the closest thing they had to that was like, I think it was the cheapest thing you can get as a whole meal was like $8.50 before tax.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, I spent $2 on a fucking bottle of water.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like New York.
It was,
Isn't
it was
that
ridiculous.
New York City, though?
Well, we were just in the New York area.
It also
Because
happened.
it's going
I'm
to
gonna
be
be
very
honest.
different from New York City compared to me at school in northern New York.
See, it also happened where I was living in Connecticut, I'm totally agreeing with Ken on this. Everything was way fucking more expensive when I was living in Connecticut. It was bad.
Yeah. Texas just treats you right, bro. Your family here in Texas.
I
Yeah.
remember.
Forget about those abortions, though.
I remember
Yeah,
back-
forget about all the fucking like hard right wing conservatives that are trying to ruin everything. Just ignore it.
Forget about gay marriage.
Forget about gay marriage. You don't need that. You got guns though, at the very least, and then everyone's gonna look at you and blame you for all the world's ills because gun. So
Yeah.
you know.
Anyway,
Nothing's a fair trade when you come to Texas. Like, yeah, sure, the
Fucking
housing's cheaper, but
nuggets.
like, yeah, the housing's cheaper, the nuggets are cheaper, but then like,
Come to
you gotta
Texas, you
converse
got.
with conservatives.
Come to Texas, we got guns, cheap houses, and nuggets.
Cheap guns, cheap houses, cheap nuggets.
hell yeah.
That's like what the fuck was that? What's the slogan for that? It's like better money, better. No, what the fuck was the? Oh my god! It was a slogan for.
Chicken nugget,
You know-
nugget and a biscuit.
I never realized how I appreciate fast food restaurants here in Michigan than when I ate at fast food restaurants outside of Michigan. For example, having KFC in Kentucky. That was the worst fucking chicken I ever had.
What?
Ugh. In Kentucky?
It
Well,
was
that's 'cause it's
Kentucky.
KFC.
It was Kentucky Fried
You know-
Chicken.
Yep. It was during
Wow.
my family's trip to DC, and then we went to Georgia to visit some sort of family, and then we moved back up and we were passing by Kentucky. We're like, you know what? Let's have some Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky, and we had it, and we hated it.
Okay.
Speaking of Kentucky and that general area, my mom was she's looking for houses right now, and she showed me a house that she found. It's $160,000, and it's like a fucking plantation home. Like, it's so fucking spacious, and there's so much shit going on. It's got purple carpets and green walls and everything.
Like you
and I'm
said,
like,
plantation home. There's gonna be some bad ghosts there.
Oh, I was about to say, Mom, that house looks haunted, and she says yes, but it's $160,000.
Oh,
It's amazing.
oh,
I'm like,
I thought
okay.
I swear I thought this was gonna go somewhere completely different. Like, Mom, that house is haunted. Yeah, but I have my ghost prevention rocks.
Oh
Also,
no, she's not that crazy.
I wasn't done.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
And then, one more thing. I asked her where it was, and she said it was in Georgia, and I said ew, and I walked away. Continue, zombie.
Anyway, so and secondly, another thing is, I had grandparents in New Mexico, but they passed, so we don't visit them anymore. But when we drove to, my family drove to New Mexico and back, so we passed by Oklahoma, and we, stopped at Arby's once, and we, my mom always had cheese, or that melted cheese aside with her sandwich, or I don't know. And I know, like,
What?
here in Michigan, when we got the cheese, it was like, up to, like, it was like in this container thing, and it was like, at least filled. There, it was like less than halfway, maybe a fourth, I don't remember. It was just significantly less cheese that they gave out. Like, oh, can I get some cheese with that? Yeah, sure. And then you get not even much. Like, oh, okay, cool.
I'm lost.
Or at least,
Hey, zombie, I have a question for you.
What? Yes.
Would you rather eat 50 chicken McNuggets or one McNugget that's 50 times the size of a regular chicken
Oh god.
McNugget?
I don't like. I'm gonna be honest.
Give me both.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even like McNuggets, so neither.
Okay, fine. A nugget at your favorite place that dispenses nuggets.
None of the above.
Do you just not
Aw,
like
come
chicken
on.
nuggets?
No, I like chicken, but I don't like chicken nuggets.
You're an interesting guy.
Wow. Okay.
No, chicken fries.
okay.
Hey!
Mm.
50 chicken McNuggets or 15 McChickens?
Nuggets.
Do I have to eat them all in an hour?
Yes.
10 minutes.
No, Jason has to eat them in 10 minutes, though. That's the special. He
Oh,
gets the special
fuck.
challenge.
Oh god, I want it.
Look, bro, I can handle at least like 5
Jason,
sandwiches at the most.
Jason, could you tone it down a little bit? I'm starting to think you're getting a hard on thinking about fucking
Yeah.
chicken. Like, oh god,
Damn, that McChicken looking good.
McChicken.
Jason,
We're like
don't make a second McChicken video.
McThicken.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Anyway, to conclude what I was saying.
McThicken on this McChicken.
Oh.
Well,
Continue,
welcome to
zombie.
the sound of Scuffed. We're gonna be traumatized for life.
Continue, zombie.
But anyway, to conclude what I was saying, it's either I had just bad experiences with restaurants outside of my home state, or just dinner. Either my hometown restaurants, either fast food chains, is like they put themselves at a higher standard than anything that's not a main big, I guess, state. Sorry, Oklahoma and Kentucky, you're not important enough.
I'm curious, Jagged. Jagged. My God. I'm curious, Zombie. I'm curious, Discount Jagged. Have you ever, ever encountered a Buc-ee's?
A what?
A Buc-ee's.
What's a Buc-ee's?
Never mind. It's
Okay.
basic. It's basically a gas station that likes to think it's better than a gas station, and so it cleans up itself and makes it look presentable. But deep down, it's still just a gas station. So they have like dip and chewing tobacco and fucking cigarettes and alcohol and all that shit. Wait, it disgusts me that the T in Twitch in your name is capital. Well, you can get bent, Ken. That's my response to that.
I mean, I know gas stations that sell, chewing tobacco and all that stuff, but they don't present themselves as better than others, so no.
Oh, Buc-ee's does that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
There. It was bad.
I don't think there's a Buc-ee's in Michigan. There might be. That might be just
Michigan, no, but you started to stray. You started to stray a little south, and so I'm wondering if you've ever encountered a Buc-ee's because they're primarily in Texas, but there's a few, orbiting around Texas.
Look, you're asking, like 12 to 15-year-old me,
Right.
what it was like there.
I'm already bent. That was the point of my message. Stay bent.
But
Oh wait, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna fix this for Ken.
It's like
it's important.
Oh, it's like Hungry Howie's. None of you besides.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pizzeria here in Michigan, but no one knows that. It was my first time learning that there. Oh, it was my first time. It was my first time learning that. Oh, hey, not every state has the same restaurant. Fast food.
Yeah.
It's just I learned that. Oh, Hungry. Yeah, I live by the Hungry Howie's. What's Hungry Howie's?
Did Jason find the nuggets?
No.
Oh no.
Hey, what about grocery stores?
It's like.
Damn.
I remember in Connecticut there was a place that I would go to called Duchess, and it was funny because I had a dog at the time named Duchess, and it was very funny. But it was okay because the city that I lived in, I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again just for the sake of the story. All fast food in the city that I lived in was banned. So the closest thing you'd get to fast food was Boston Market, and we had a lot of Boston Market. Let me tell you, Boston Market's fucking trash.
Hey, Cameron, what do you think sounds nice for dinner? Duchess sounds nice.
Yeah.
Duchess the dog.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you wanted to go to Duchess, like if I was out there and I wanted to go to Duchess, I had to drive.
I think the joke
I had to drive like
over...
fucking 15-20 minutes.
Pab, the joke went over your head.
No, the joke. I got the joke. It just didn't make me laugh.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You just went out talking about.
That was rude. I'm
sorry. Anyways,
I came out here to have a good time, but I'm feeling a little bit
I'm sorry,
bad.
Zombie. I didn't mean for it to be that bad.
So, anyways, I would like to talk about something real quick.
All right.
I officially am moving out in 2 days. There you go. Okay. I was gonna say, damn.
No, I'm sorry. I was adjusting my name.
I was gonna say, damn. My story is that bad, huh?
No, I'm sorry, Austin. God damn it.
So I'm moving out in 2 days. So right after this podcast, I'm pretty much not gonna be online anymore for like a couple, at least until Friday. So.
But will the Minecraft server be up?
How the fuck is the Minecraft server supposed to be up if I'm not even gonna be up? The fuck are you asking? My computer to gain full sentience?
Yeah.
No, Austin. Like I fully expect you to just be offline for the entire time you're unpacking, because I expect your computer to be the last thing you set up and unpack.
Well, yeah, because if it's the first thing, everything else stays packed.
Exactly.
That's the one rule of packing and moving. The second rule is you
Yeah.
better buy pizza for the first meal in the new place.
Pizza.
That's.
God damn it, Jason.
Hold on.
Could you not be
Pizza's
horny for food?
hungry.
Wait, why is that a rule?
Oh,
I'm out of loop here. Maybe.
oh no! It's always been
Oh,
like it's like a family tradition for my
Okay.
family. It's every time you move, the first meal has to be you order pizza because you're spending so much time like moving boxes and shit. You're tired. Nobody should be cooking, so you always order pizza. That and everybody's happy
I've
with
never
pizza.
done it like that purposefully, but I see where you're coming from. And I
Spend all day moving boxes and then have a box moved to you.
Exactly.
But
It's been like the family tradition where we all just have pizza. And it's been like that ever since I was a kid. So I always uphold that tradition. I bought a pizza for the first night I moved into this apartment, and I'm gonna buy a pizza when I move out to the new apartment.
All right. Just the way you worded it made it sound like it was the tradition for all you know,
Oh,
or the
no,
general
no.
rule for moving to apartments for
I mean,
everyone.
it doesn't
And I was just
hurt.
out of
No,
loop.
no, zombie. It is a rule that every time you move somewhere, you have to order pizza. It is
Yep.
government mandated, and if you disobey that rule, you will be found and you will have needles shoved under all your fingernails.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I was gonna be like, I don't care until that last part. Then I'm like, like, fuck the government, NASA or NSA or whatever. That's a-
Yeah, NASA's gonna find you, and they're,
They're
gonna
gonna send an orbital
all your
missile.
fingernails.
Sorry.
Launch-
Orbital missile of fingernails.
NSA, that was a joke.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Seriously,
Oh,
for
no.
legal reasons, please don't kill me. That's a joke.
All right. I'm trying to think of other like dumb
Look-
would you rather questions.
Look, I just added an A that was not supposed to be there. You know, that's what they want you to think is that there's no A between NSA. That's how they get you.
Yeah, NASA is an NSA cover up.
They're just in space. They have to
They're
really.
watching you from
You-
space.
Exactly.
You know, you got those telescopes.
No,
that
are you,
let
are you
look
fucking
into
kidding me?
space.
With the funding NASA gets, they're not in fucking space. What are you kidding?
You know, like how they have like telescopes that let you look into space. NASA's got one that just zooms in on you.
How do you think they're,
There's a big mirror orbiting around Earth, and they can adjust the mirror to look only at you.
what better way to watch people than to use fucking space?
This just
They
made
just
me think
disguise the mirror like the moon.
This just made me think of Inception. I watched it for the first time when I was very high. Half of it. Didn't see the first half, only the second. And
Oh.
you just made me think the idea is all a dream. NASA's just watching. The only way to escape is to kill yourself right now.
See, it's funny you bring that up because Inception is one of my favorite movies of all time. I own the movie
need to see it all the
digitally,
way
I
through.
own it physically, and I own it on
I'm just
4K
saying.
Blu-ray.
Depending on the
Legit-
person, that's a very dangerous movie to watch while fucked up because they might think it's real.
See, here's the thing about Inception. One, the movie's actually really fucking smart. It makes these crazy rules and they follow it from beginning to end. And even when you
Yeah, I
think
didn't see the beginning and I still kind of guessed everything that was happening.
the one thing that a lot of people were like really angry about, they were like, "Oh, you know, he broke this rule." But it was completely intentional that he broke the rule all the way up until literally the last minute of the movie. Do you guys want spoilers? The movie's kind of old, and it's one of my favorite movies.
No,
I
I haven't seen
Spoil
it yet.
it. Spoil
I
it.
mean, I haven't seen it, but
Well,
I mean, I think
see, there's the one thing that I feel a lot of people, if they knew about it going into the movie, it would enhance the experience more than hurt it.
Mm.
Because I
What
only
is it?
found this out after my third time watching the movie. I was like, oh my god, I didn't even notice this.
What is it?
So the one rule is you can only know you're in a dream if you have a specific thing that only you know about, and the item will have a specific property.
So his
right?
was the spinning top.
Incorrect. Another
What?
in the same sentence, he said it only works if only you know about it. He made it vocally obvious that the top was there, breaking his rule. It's a paradox, right? That's why the top itself is not the object. It's actually his wedding ring. Whenever he's asleep, he's still married to his wife that he accidentally killed.
Yeah.
Whenever he's awake, the wedding ring's off. The last frame, you have to watch his hands to see if he's still asleep or not.
Wait, so did he have the ring on in the last frame?
I can't say, that's a spoiler. I'm just telling
Yeah.
you, if you go back
Tell him
and
to
watch.
mute and tell me.
No, I want to watch the movie.
I'm not gonna go
in,
back
like,
and
10
watch it.
years.
All right, Jason, I'll deem it to you the second the podcast is
All right.
over. But legitimately, it's one of my favorite details is that the movie is so fucking deep. I've watched the movie easily, I think 7 times by this point, and there's still little details I'm picking up on. I find the movie just also really enjoyable to watch. Excuse me, it's just a cinematic fucking masterpiece. Legitimately, it's fucking
My favorite
beautiful.
movie is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, that's great.
That's a good
saw
movie.
that, like, I actually saw that like last year.
It was on Netflix.
Also because I crave intimacy with another human being, so I fill the void with Scott Pilgrim.
Jesus!
That's like half a joke.
I feel like that's like a third a joke.
Well, no, okay, because I wouldn't fill the void with Scott Pilgrim, because let's be honest, Scott Pilgrim as a character is kind of a piece of shit.
What do you mean? He only dumped a girl because he thought he had a chance with another girl.
Wasn't that girl he was also
The
dating
entire-
first underage too?
Oh, yeah. The fucking first spoken words in the movie are Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler. I'm like, oh, it's this kind of movie, I guess. But then you kind of forget all about that because Scott becomes like a genuinely good person by the end of it, and then there's cool video game references, so I'm okay with it.
See, what makes the movie enjoyable to me is they weren't like shoehorned in. Like they actually found a way to make it like a real reference.
Yeah.
That,
Like, just the fact that the movie opens up with the fucking opening sound from Link to the Past. Like, that's kind of a shoehorny type of reference, but it was, like, subtle, and they didn't draw attention to it. It was just there.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Edgar Wright is just a good director. I don't know if he directed Scott. I feel like
oh,
he did.
fuck.
I
Baby
feel like
Driver
he
is
did.
so good.
Oh.
Edgar Wright and Quentin Tarantino are my 2 favorite directors in film. They're fucking great. I love them so much. Can we just talk about Edgar Wright for the next 40 minutes? Because I'm okay with that. Remember that part in Baby Driver where like literally everything synced up to the beat of a music, including the gunshots?
Isn't that the whole thing of Baby Driver was?
Yeah, the whole movie was just fantastic. Even the opening scene where the lyrics of the song were in the background.
Yeah.
That
I
was-
was when I watched that movie for the first time, I was like, "Holy shit, the words for the song are in the background." And I was watching it with my buddy Jake, and he's like, "Wait, really?" And I'm like, "Yeah." No, I was watching it with Ginger and Taylor. Pardon me. And they were like, "What, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I rewound the movie and we played it again, and they were like, "Holy shit, that's really cool." And the same thing happened when the shootout happened and the fucking gunshots all synced up to a beat. And there was no music. It was just on beat. And I was like, "Oh, this movie's fucking amazing." Yeah. And then there was actual loss and like actual character development, and characters went through like really solid fucking hard times, but they came out okay. God damn it.
I remember seeing a video of it, like, you know, the coloring, or like each person had, you know, distinct color or, you know, something to like
Their own
There's
unique characters, so that way they stand out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
So, but the thing about I guess the main point I want to bring up is like how Baby, I can't remember his name, Baby Driver.
His name is Baby.
His name was
What are you
Baby.
talking
Baby.
about?
That's right.
Did they even give him a last name? I thought they just
Oh,
refer to
no,
him as Baby.
so
I
I don't want to spoil it. It's not really a spoiler. Baby's not his real name.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, but I meant like they didn't give him a last name until like the very
I don't
end.
think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe they did.
I can't remember if they revealed his name or not, but I think they did. But anyway, moving on. His shirt actually goes from, I think, white to gray the more you get closer to the end of the movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of
notice
subtle hints.
Yeah. To represent, you know, it like, you know, instead of his world being now black and white, it's starting to become a little bit more gray.
Yeah.
There were a lot of great things about that movie, legitimately.
There's a lot of great things about.
Oh shit, speaking of fucking actually really good movies, I watched How to Train Your Dragon again a couple days ago. Fuck me, that movie's fantastic.
No, there's. I mean, it is.
I've
it is.
legitimately never seen it. I've always thought that was like a meme.
Oh no, it's like genuinely a really good movie.
How to Train Your Dragon? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Funny thing, So I remember when it was first being released in theaters, and there was like this other movie about. All right, so my mom wanted to go see this movie, which was like I can't remember anymore. It's that forgettable. But it was like the movie was about like these animals that attacked this guy because he wanted to have a mall built in the forest park thing or something. I don't know.
Oh
It's one of those.
God,
Oh my god, I think I know what movie you're talking
I
about.
do too.
Yeah. And the only thing I can remember is I don't know why, but like the juicy yoga pants or something. I don't know why.
What the?
It's a fever dream of
There
movie.
was something that
but-
I saw where someone had juicy yoga pants, and then the J came off, and they started calling her UC.
That's a bad
I don't
joke.
remember that.
That's just a
But
bad
anyway-
joke.
And she was like an interior designer or some shit, and so they started calling her UC, and she interpreted that as, oh, I see the details in the world, and the joke is
Gross.
she turns around and it says juicy, but the J is gone. Yes,
Gross.
this character was black.
Oh boy. But movie. So yeah, that forgettable movie. I guess I could look it up, but I don't fucking know. It's just one of those plots. But my mom thought, that would be the better movie. Well, How to Train Your Dragon is the stupid movie. And then we went to see How to Train Your Dragon after seeing that, I mean, as a kid, I thought that whatever movie that it's a fever dream by now was like, yeah, this is fine. But now like I said, it's fucking forgettable. I don't even remember the name or most of the plot.
Fucking great.
But we saw How to Train Your Dragon, and that was just fucking brilliant. That was great.
Yeah.
I was like, my mom thought
Man,
like this
I'm
whole
thinking of,
time
like,
that was gonna
first
be the
Kung Fu
shit.
Panda movie.
All right, first of all, Kung Fu Panda was actually good. You take that back.
No. I'm saying that I'm thinking about that because we're talking about How to Train Your Dragon, because they're both really good movies.
Oh, I heard something completely different.
Sorry. I have not seen Kung Fu Panda 2 or 3, so I don't know if they're good or not.
2 was actually
but
really
Kung Fu Panda 1 was really fucking good. I still love that movie.
Legitimately, 2 did not fail as a sequel. If anything, I feel like 2 was legitimately better than 1. It had a lot of good moments. I didn't see 3. I heard a lot of great things about 3, but I haven't seen it.
You know what I really like about Kung Fu Panda as a series is that there's a lot. You can tell there's a lot of lore and there's a lot of things going on in this world, but nobody explains anything. Nobody explains anything.
Hey, baby, explain to me the Kung Fu Panda lore.
No, like, you think I'm joking,
Girl,
but
you
in the
want to come
first
over my place and talk about Kung Fu Panda's lore?
bitch, in the first 30 minutes, Poe as a character just starts rattling off things that we as the audience are just expected to know because Poe knows it. Of course he fucking knows it. Of course he knows everything that's going on. But we're just
Honestly,
thrust into this world and it's like, what the fuck's going on? And I love that.
Poe's Jablinski Games best character.
Shit. Yeah. Can I get a mod pack for Smash Brothers that changes one of the Mii Fighter costumes to Jablinski Games and makes Sans Undertale be voiced by Jablinski Games?
So speaking about mod packs,
But no, he's not actually speaking as Sans. He's just doing the like, but it's just him.
Yeah. And then his victory line is, "What's Jablin?" No, his intro line is, "What's Jablin Jables?" And Sans Undertale comes out.
This is a fucking disaster of a thing you're trying to spawn
Hey,
in.
let's do it, honestly.
Anyways,
I want it.
speaking
All
of
right.
mod packs,
Sans
I
Undertale
dug
be voiced by
into.
Jablin Jables.
Guys, remember that movie that I completely erased from my memory? I found
no.
it. Here's the trailer for it.
I'm
I
actually
found
gonna have flashbacks because I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember it.
Fucking Brendan Fraser. Where's
This
that
is
one
the-
picture of Brendan Fraser with the fucked up hair?
This was the movie that was my when I was young, because this was like what 10 years ago. So that was like I was 11. Shit, that's what movie
it
I.
is. There it is.
It was like,
Hold on.
yeah, this
I-
movie's gonna
I
be the
sent-
fun one, and How to Train Your Dragon is gonna be the stupid kid one, and no.
Austin,
No.
you should put that image on stream real fast.
Nope, I will not. People know exactly what you're talking about without seeing it.
they made one with H3H3. Oh no! No, Ethan, what have they done to you?
Anyways,
There's There's one with Shia LaBeouf. There's one with fucking some black guy. And then
I
there's
don't-
a picture of George Lucas.
I don't know why that recent image just reminds me of the porcupine in The Witcher. You know, the Netflix series.
Oh
Just-
my
Oh,
god.
I haven't
With
finished
that
that
hair.
series.
Ooh. You should. It's great.
There's a lot of things I haven't finished, but I need to.
Fair. I still yet to finish Stranger Things season 3.
I've still
I've
yet to
been on-
finish a single episode. Or
Yeah,
start
I
one.
never cared about Stranger Things.
I've been on the
I
last
watched the
episode.
first episode and it seemed cool. That's about it.
It's just one of those shows where I'm like, oh yeah, that'd probably be good, but it's so far ahead of me that it's like, I just don't care about getting into it.
Yeah, I'm in pretty much the same spot.
I mean, it probably
I'm
would
too
take a
busy
single
playing
day to watch every episode, but you know,
Yeah, I'm too busy playing Monster Hunter.
I'm too busy doing anything else with my life.
Anyway.
Oh my god. So, speaking of life, there's a somewhat okay chance that I'm going to continue working with this film studio here in Houston. And I was talking with the guy who started it, and he's super fucking chill. And Jake and I clicked with him like almost immediately. And we were talking about shit, and the topic of, because he was a manager at a used game shop that's near here. Austin, remember Game Over Video Games? Is Austin dead?
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
alive in
so
our
Austin
dreams.
Austin and I went to our this used game shop in Houston when he still lived here, and one of the managers, that guy that I was talking to was one of the managers of that used game shop, and so the topic came up of like classic games and game collecting and shit like that, and he was like, "Yo, you know, it's been a while since I've actually talked with someone about like just straight up video games and things like that," and I'm like, "Shit, dude. Well, let me tell you, one of my goals in life is to end up in Austin to work for Rooster Teeth and be an achievement hunter and do the stuff there." And he's like, "You know, that'd be pretty cool if we had that, if we had our own achievement hunter." I'm like, "Listen, bro, if you give me the time and the people, I could give us our own achievement hunter." And he's like, "Bet, let's do it." So there's a pretty solid chance that if this shit takes off, I could just run my own achievement hunter, and I'd be cool with that. Anyway, there's some cool things happening.
I don't know anything about Achievement Hunter.
By the way, speaking of cool things, I rescheduled the daily run, and so now it comes out at noon Central Time instead of 7 p.m. Central Time. So the today's run is already up on YouTube, and it's of Spelunky, and you can watch it. And it's a train wreck because I'm really bad at Spelunky, but I still enjoy it, and I like playing it. So you can go there and watch me suffer.
When's the Risk of Rain 2 run? Hmm?
Eventually.
Oh, but that's not a date.
Eventually. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot of games on my list that I need to get to.
Yeah, that's
Like
fair.
already, what is that? A 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 technically, if you want to consider roguelites, which some are and some aren't going to be on the show.
No, let's add one more. If you're gonna do Risk of Rain 2, you gotta do the original.
Nah.
That's heresy.
I'm only not gonna do Risk of Rain 1 just to spite Ken.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
oh. Okay.
I'm kidding. I'll do it eventually. Because genuinely, there are a lot of games that I really want to get to. Like, I want to go back and play, like, OG Flash Isaac at some point. You know? Like, that'd be cool. That'd be a cool little side series to do. Austin, are you not dead? Are you dead still?
He's dead. We gotta carry this.
Yep, we gotta carry the podcast now.
That's easy. I can do that. I do that every week. Hey-yo!
It looks like his thing's lighting up, but at least in the...
I heard him vocalize a noise, but,
I've been trying to talk, but everybody just keeps talking.
Oh, I know that feeling. This whole entire podcast. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was literally trying to bring up Flash Isaac like 20 minutes ago. And then when you brought it up, I was like, ugh, I was trying to say this.
Okay, Austin, what did you want to say about Flash Isaac?
I re-downloaded it and I played it, and the first time I played it, I didn't like it because I forgot that everything's a lot slower. But for some
Yeah.
reason, it's a lot faster to destroy poop. Default takes 3 shots to destroy poop, while in regular Rebirth Isaac takes like 4 to 5.
Damn. Remember when the secret doors don't stay open when you walk out of them, so you got to use another bomb to go back in?
See, here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing. It was so nostalgic playing Flash Isaac again. I downloaded my first mod for Rebirth, which replaces every soundbite from Rebirth with the original.
Oh, with the new, yeah, or with the old ones, yeah.
I really like that. And it was rumored that is going to be becoming a default option when Repentance comes out.
They're still
I
making Isaac
would
DLC.
like that. I don't think that'll be a thing. And yes, they
No,
are still
they already said it's happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fucking.
It's not a rumor, it's confirmed.
He said it on stream during the PAX stream.
Edmund?
No, the other dude, Tyrone literally said, "Yeah,
Ooh.
that we want."
Tyrone.
Do you not like Tyrone?
Have you not heard?
About what?
Uh-oh.
So Tyrone is a piece of shit, and he regularly berates and insults his coworkers, and he has been known to get people that he's talking business with drunk before the business actually begins, so he can get a better deal on the thing. He has often been cited as to use the phrase "quit being a little bitch" to his workers when they refuse to get drunk at social events. He stole Cave Story from the original creator Pixel. What else? What else has been going on? Yeah, Tyrone just turned out to be a huge asshole. So much so that the Legend of Bumbo is... I don't think Legend of Bumbo is working with Nicholas at this point, even though it's still Edmund McMillan. He just doesn't want to work with him anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, regardless.
Like,
On a more positive note,
Edmund cut all ties with Nicholas. Oof. What were you saying, Zombie?
I was saying on a more positive note to lead into whatever Austin was gonna say. Austin.
What were you gonna say, Austin?
I was literally just gonna say that I thought that Repentance is gonna be a lot of fun because I was looking at all the shit that comes with it, and it looks beautiful. Like, have you seen any of the actual gameplay that's coming out with it?
Very little. I need to actually watch that. I'll watch it muted so I can still hear y'all.
Do you want me to summarize it just so that you could just know what it is? There's only 2 things that are legitimately worth mentioning.
The fact that it's the anti-birth mod, but like legit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The one thing that I like the most is there is the mines and the sewers now. Both of those are beautifully animated.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, dude, the fucking anti-birth team, their fucking strong suit is getting like solid animations on everything.
Yeah.
It's unreal how good that was for a small team. Oh man. And okay, so has it been confirmed that both of the characters from Anti-Birth are going to be in the
Yeah.
Really? So
Yes.
we've got Jacob and Esau as well. I'm just imagining how that's going to play.
They've
'Cause
confirmed
I never
that
played Anti-Birth.
they've confirmed that all of Anti-Birth's contents in the original first couple of updates are in there. All the stuff that came later, they're still iffy on even putting them in or not. Because it's had, like, I think they said, like, 5 or 6 updates of that mod.
Damn.
And the game is just massive at this point. They're like, it's getting to the point where it might as well just be called Isaac 3.
Oh wow.
mean,
That's a lot.
If you look at the content, I actually agree. There's just so much more shit. It's legitimately a fucking new experience.
What is it? So it's just like a So Repentance is by and large just taking Anti-Birth and putting it in the game, right?
Essentially.
Okay. And there's nothing else coming with it, or is it?
Well, a lot of that's
I,
there's
yeah.
They were talking about how there's a lot of shit they want to talk about, but it's such a huge thing. They want to keep it for people going in blind so they can have that experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were
Okay,
like,
that's
they're-
fair. Repentance adds its own DLC content. Okay. I'm not trying to be like, oh, is there more coming with it, or is it just a mod? Like, I'm not trying to fucking tone
No,
down
they were
the
they were
amount of
just
work they're putting into this.
they were just showing off the mod because that stuff's already public knowledge. They just want to show off like how Rebirth can handle the mod, like in like official artwork. I mean, so
I'm just fucking wondering how big this game is going to be by the end of everything.
I just want to know how much
Like
it's
big
gonna
as
cost.
in like file size.
I mean, it's not that big. Like right now, it's like less than 5 gigs. I know that. Like, let me look. How big is it?
I would pay $20 for this. I'd pay like $20 to $30 for this.
Cameron.
If it's as big as you say it.
Oh, for the expansion. They say for the game. It's like the game already is like $40.
No, I'm talking about for the expansion. I'd pay $20 to $30 for this. Sleep.png just flashed over discount jagged.
Sleep. Wait, what? I have a PNG.
No, you minimized Discord for a second, or like it faded away for a second, and the text sleep.png.
Uh-oh.
What is it? What is sleep.png, Austin?
I at this rate, I don't know what it is. Also, Rebirth right now in its current state is 600 meg. It's not even that big.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Hold up. Let me. What is? It's on the desktop. Sleep.png.
Yeah.
What is? I have to open this. Oh, it's Iori. It's Iori. Sleep.png is Iori sleeping. Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
I named it sleep. Okay, I got so scared. I was like, what the fuck? No, I named the file sleep.png for
What
the
is this
emails.
file? What is this
Yeah,
file?
you
and
can't
what
keep that
is
stuff
it?
on the desktop anymore, Austin.
I mean,
With how you're filming this fucking series.
You're
Can't keep
right.
Stuff like that on the desktop.
I mean, you're absolutely right. I have a lot of stuff that should be in a secret
Cut the
secret
bot.
folder, but I mean, I'm looking at it right now. A lot of this
Oh,
stuff should be
boy.
moved into the secret folder, but it's okay. We'll be okay.
Just have a folder that just says stuff that can't be shown on stream, and then you just leave it there.
No, I have it in a different folder. It's in C documents, and it says 100% not lewd, and you open it says seriously not lewd. Another folder says stop looking. There's nothing to see here, and then there's the actual shit.
That's stupid, but it's also kind of funny. Anyway, holy shit! This footage of Repentance is fucking gorgeous.
Isn't it? But the one thing that I want to take away from Repentance is the fact that not only am I getting back into Isaac again, I'm also a little bit upset because that just means I'm even further behind on the achievement progress.
Who cares? I'm super behind on everything. Like, man, you see how many fucking you see how many challenges I have left to do? You see how much stuff I gotta do in the daily run? Like, shit, dude.
Let me...
There's so much I still gotta do.
What is my achievement progress? 73%. Yikes, I used to be 100.
Where's my progress?
I knew
fuck's my
that
Switch?
feeling
Hang on.
too.
Hey, zombie.
Yeah.
How do I unlock Puppy in Risk of Rain 2?
Oh, Akron?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I could show you how. Or it's kind of easier.
Just give me like
Alright.
a 2-sentence summary.
All right. Go to, or you know how to, you activate the new altar, or go through the blue portal. You got to go there.
No.
You don't know how to get to the World Bazaar, the lunar item shop.
No, I've never
No?
been there.
God damn.
Well, you're already screwed then. No, I'm kidding.
No.
You have to spend a lunar coin
You
to.
can go through a blue portal and then buy shit with lunar coins. I know that.
Okay, yeah,
That's what he's talking about.
that's the place I'm talking about. Well, you know where you will teleport in through. You gotta jump down, and there'll be like a new cave thing that's opened up, and you go in that cave, and there's another portal, and you go in that portal, and then you play, some just pulled out mini game ish.
Okay.
And you have to like activate all 9 of the things, and once they're all activated, then you unlock Akron. However, there's like it'll start with like an enemy, and those enemies will actually get items.
Oh yeah, the big backpack guys.
No. I mean, they are potential to spawn, but no, you'll get like wisps, and then those wisps will get like crowbars.
Oh.
that they, and you'll get an item per thing that you activate. But you have to like hold it, like
Oh,
you have to stay in like this bubble thing, and while you're in the bubble, you're not losing health. But outside that bubble, you'll lose health, and the bubble shrinks after it's like done. So you have to move on to the next thing and activate that.
So
And
Huh.
once you clear it all out, then the air becomes, I guess, breathable. I don't know what's going on. There.
I do know that what was I gonna say? There was a video that I saw where a guy was playing, and he got I don't know what the item is called because he renames all of his items, but I like the names that he put better. The one that doubles your damage but halves your health.
Oh, shape class.
Glass. Yeah.
He changed that to Pain Blade, and I like that a lot better. He had 11 of them. He
The
had a
Mad
max
Man.
of 6 health.
Understandable, but bad.
Yeah, but at that point, you're gonna be doing billions of damage.
Yeah, I forget what character he was playing as. I think it was the plant.
Oh, Rex. Understandable.
He managed to, because he has a series. I use the word series in quotation marks. Whenever a new character for the game comes out, he always does the longest road achievement with them, and he does it. And the way he did it with Plant is that
I want to say he's like Red. His name is Red something.
Red Riot. Yeah.
Red Right. Okay, I was gonna
Wow.
say Red Bison. But I felt like that was wrong.
No, he managed to beat the game with like 13 of the spare equipment things, and then he had the little floaty boy next to him that recharges your equipment when you get kills, and he had the one that strikes a big old lightning strike down on the ground, and then he would have like 14 charges of it just waiting on standby, but he would have the fucking helix. He had like 8 helixes on him, and
So
so,
if
he would just look at the enemies and they would just evaporate.
Fuel cells for the extra charges, and that was
That's it.
oil capacitor for the shock equipment. But I don't. What
And then
wait,
he had,
all the
yeah, and then he had like 4 or 5 helixes.
helix.
The thing that makes it so where your stuff automatically triggers, but it cuts in half the time it takes to recharge it.
Jester of the Drown, or yeah,
Oh,
Jester of the Drown.
he calls it All Praise Lord Helix. I like his names for items a lot more than the actual names.
So it's fuel cells, oil capacitor, and Jester of the Drown that he was using.
I know that he calls the goat hoof, the one that makes you just run faster or move faster. He just calls
Paul's
it leg.
go. Oh, Paul's go hoof is.
He calls it leg.
Hmm.
I like Red Riot a lot. He's very funny.
I think I've seen that pack where the rename things, and I remember that the keys was just completely fucking useless or something.
Well, because you can, yeah, it was like dumb, stupid, fucking dumb, useless key.
Yeah.
There was one, he was playing as Plant, and I don't know what it's called, but it's the beetle that changes all your health to shields.
Transcendence.
Yeah, he changed the name of that to, don't you fucking pick this up as Plant, I swear to God. Don't you fucking pick this up. Don't you do it. And the description was just Plant Death. And the name was like going off of the fucking screen. It was so long that you couldn't read the whole thing. And he picked it up and he died like almost instantly.
Yandere Dev set up a paywall on his Discord server because of people keep coming in there to speed run getting banned.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant when I said the game was patched.
I just saw this, bro.
Game was patched. You gotta pay.
The game was fucking patched.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
People are still gonna do it.
Oh, absolutely. It's so funny.
Paywall speedrun.
On top of the 10-minute entry wait, you gotta follow his Twitch or be a patron. There's a 10-minute entry wait? Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah, because you can set that
automatic 10-minute on the fucking speed run. Damn.
Damn. I figured because it's automatic, you just don't count those in the runs.
Oh, it's a shame.
So, Austin, how do you find your percentage of completion in Isaac? Because I have 310 out of 403 secrets.
Oh, you just go to achievements, and it says achievements on the right side of Steam.
I'm on the Switch, Austin.
Oof.
Oh. Oh, they go to stats. It says secrets.
Yeah.
And you just divide that by the total.
That's
Simple.
310 by 403. What is that?
310 divided by 403.
sure.
You're 76%.
73. Oh, I randomly guessed.
You have
76.
you're 76. You're 3% higher than me. I'm 73 right
Oh,
now.
I guessed yours.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm genius.
Wow.
Actually, big brain. Actually calculated, by the way.
Didn't Austin
Yeah, I
already
don't
say the
have to
percentage
forgotten
before though?
because you saw me
Did
try
he?
that.
I wasn't listening.
I don't know if it was like you just mentally processed.
Whenever I hear the word achievement, I start snoring.
Oh man, the speedrun community doesn't count the 10 minutes as an unskippable cutscene as no important inputs that can be applied. You know what? Valid, Ken.
God.
Valid. I fucking love this so much. Did you guys see that AGDQ clip where the where the guy was speedrunning BioShock and he replaced one of the major cutscenes in the game with it blue screening in Skyrim?
You said this last week.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was-
I'm gonna say it again because it's fucking wonderful and I love it.
So I'm gonna have to wrap this up because it's starting to get to 5 o'clock and I need to start getting ready to start packing up my shit. We've been out for about an hour and 45 minutes, so I think that's a good enough episode
Baby.
for a podcast.
When are we
So-
gonna have
Would
the
you
after
rather
game
work at Winnie
podcast?
Junior's?
Would you rather work at Winnie Hut Juniors or Super Winnie Hut Juniors? Obviously,
Oh,
the
Weenie
lesser of
Hut, dude.
the lesser of
Which
two
one
evils.
has which one has better benefits?
I'd say the lesser of
Super
two
Weenie
evils.
Hut doesn't give health insurance.
Confirmed.
But Weenie Hat Juniors does give health insurance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with regular Weenie then.
Yeah.
Oh
Easier
my God.
workload at Super Weenie. How is that an easier workload at Super Weenie? Because nobody goes there.
Got him.
You just stand
Ooh.
around all day, so you know.
Alrighty, guys.
Well, what's the difference between pay?
You get like 3/4 as much as super,
Well, because I'd imagine most of it would be.
but
tips,
you also
right?
get less hours.
Bro,
I don't
Yeah.
want
Fucking
to. I don't really
mean.
want to comment on the Super Hut Weenie or Weenie Hut Junior situation, but we only seen them for one episode. I think they went bankrupt and out of business, guys. Sorry.
He's got.
Well,
a
no,
point.
Well, I mean,
They sold
Zombie, here's the
McNuggets.
thing.
Damn.
where's that image of the grilled cheese hut that's very aggressive?
Alrighty,
Fucking
guys. That's
Krusty
gonna be...
Krab has a monopoly on all the
Fuck
restaurants.
it. Alright, that's it. I'm making the executive decision just to mute everybody, just so I can finish this. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching this week's episode of the podcast. I hope you guys had a great time. I'm gonna head out. I gotta start packing my shit, getting ready to move. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's, and I'll see you guys on probably Friday. I might do a Friday stream. Anyways, later, guys.